All right, it's early Sunday morning, last day of August, one day before Labor Day. And I'm doing a watercolor painting, and it's just beating the snot out of me. I am in a conundrum. I have come close to just trashing this thing. Throw it away, start over. I'm going to show you this in stages. I'm not going to show you the process because this thing's going to take me like 20 hours to fix. I tried a wet on dry method and nothing went right. I could not control the water. I could not control the depth of the color. I literally feel like I almost have to undo everything, and yet I drew this tree really nice and I want to preserve that. And so I'm going to make a video on saving a complete disaster of a painting, and I will take various video clips from time to time and show you a little bit about what I'm doing, but the boring, dull drudgery work I'm going to do behind the scenes. Nobody wants to watch you sniffle and cry while you're trying to correct something that won't be corrected. Although they say in watercolor you can correct most mistakes. We'll see. Here is what I'm showing you. This is the picture, the painting. It is just wrong. All of this up here is way too dark. Way too dark. It was not supposed to come this way at all. It was supposed to be up and out here. This is all this. I don't know what the hell this is. That is not what I intended. And my roots, this was so wet. This was so wet. That's the only part that came out decent so far. That I couldn't paint my roots right. And so anyway, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm looking at. So I am going to try to save this thing, and I will keep you updated, and I'll make a video of it. What the heck? My first watercolor video on how to hopefully save a complete disaster. From bad to worse, I'm attempting to lighten the background, and everything is smearing. And yet, in a way, I think this is going to help me in the long run. It's not lightening very much. I think I'm going to use an acrylic white pencil to sort of fade out so much of this. I haven't touched this yet. I've re-watered all of this stuff to lighten it all up. I've tried hard not to touch the tree. This didn't go nearly as light as I wanted it to. Kind of makes me mad. I mean, I can repaint stuff. Down here, I need this dark. I don't know how dark. I'm going to have to redo all this. I've got to undo all this. This is okay. I think this edge is all right. That's the edge of the cliff these trees are going to be on. But this has got to go. And none of this is light enough yet, and I can't get it lighter. So I'm going to see if I can use a trick technique to get this done. Okay, check this out. I got this dark, this super bad dark, much lighter, but look what I did. I think I'm going to like this. I actually smeared deliberately that direction, and it'll make the light look like it's coming through the forest. I actually really like that effect. So maybe this is a blessing in disguise. A good lesson is don't ever give up. Just keep working the painting. Yes, it takes time. I'm listening to YouTube videos on the crystal skull right now while I paint, getting ready for my Sunday live tonight. This might be a good thing. All right, more later. Okay, it's beginning to come together a little bit. I've been doing very, very light leaves up here in the tops of the trees. Just indications. You just add a lot of water. That's almost too dark, but that'll work. A few leaves, and then I'm lightening up the tree It was way too dark. I'm going to be making it looking old. And I'm adding some greens and browns down here. It's just a quick rough. Nothing's done yet, but just indicators. That's the sunlight. That might be a cool effect. Crap, that might be a really cool effect. Have the light streaming down. See, with watercolors, you have what they call happy accidents. In fact, that's a spectacular cool effect. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that in this one. That is really fun. Of course, then I've got it coming this way, too. Of course, then it's on that side, and that side might be... I'm going to try that, just for kicks and giggles. If I ruin it, I ruin it. What the heck? It was already ruined. And I think I'm pulling it out. I don't know. That's my status at this point in time. It's coming along. Okay, I've got this spectacular part of this cliff that's really wet. And I am blow drying it dry. I really love the look of this cliff. It's starting to take very good shape. I like it a lot. I like what it's doing. I'm trying to get it dry. I love that contrast. I love the rugged look of the cliff. It's got some light spots. It's got some dark spots. I don't want to interfere with it. I've got this propped up. My paper has bent, so I've got it propped up with my paper towel. It's coming along really, really well right now. I am super thrilled. I've got a hint of vegetation on the cliff. I will straighten that out a little bit. You got to do watercolor in layers. You just do. That's how it works. You got to do watercolor in layers. That's how this works. And then what I'll do is, once this dries, watercolor always dries lighter. Once this dries, I'll put some extra layers on top of this. I love how the yellow comes out. It's got a good contrast just above the vegetation there. Everything about this cliff is absolutely perfect. I'm loving this. See if I can scoot that water down just a little more. I don't want it to change its shape if I can help it. I've got it on low power. I don't want to be blowing that wet all around and messing it up. That's a wonderful rugged shape. It's got good lights and darks, contrasts. I am really liking how this is looking. I'm very happy. Okay, I'm going to show you this part on this cliff. What I'm doing is I've got some very light blue and some very dark blue. I'm kind of adding water to it a little bit to make it a little bit runny, not bad. And then I'm going to just add layers. Just add chunks, especially down on these peaks. Again, watercolor with layers is what makes this so effective. I love watercolors for that reason. Ooh, I don't want to mess that up. I don't want to lose that light area there. Get the cliff dark a little bit. Maybe a hint of vegetation. I like that very much. This is a little dark. I'm going to pull this down and out. Maybe leave this part light. You want different contrasts, layers. You want some stuff maybe a little bit under that little light spot there. You want it to look rough, not smooth. You don't want to smooth this out. You want to layer it with several different you want to layer it with several different pieces. I'm putting some dark under that light spot, just making it rough right there, making it rough, adding color. I keep pulling my camera back, sorry. I'm on my phone camera right now. Add a little bit more dark up here. It'll dry light. Remember, watercolors dry light. So you want to do water. I want that effect there. I don't mind seeing that edge. That's good. I love that edge there. I don't want it. Yeah, I want it rocky. I want it rough. I like this light part here with these spots. I don't want to fill those in at all. Maybe bring this down a little bit, just a hint. That's some extra there. That's cool. That's good. That's looking good. Again, it's layers. It's not done yet. It's not done yet. See, all of this I'm going to have in different layers. This is just the first layer and maybe a little bit of a second layer on there, but this is starting to look really good. See, this only has 1.5 layers. And so I'm going to do some more stuff up here to bring this vegetation down. It looks like it's on the cliff. I am really liking this cliff. I'm happy with this. Okay, I'm making good progress on my tree. It's getting there. It's looking better and better. That's just shadow on that part. I did do the streaks of light. I like that look very much. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm excited. I think I'm going to get this one. And then there's the cliffs. Again, that's a shadow. There's the cliffs. They're doing good. I'm getting some details. I've got things colored in a little bit more. I'm working on the big tree and I'm working on the background somewhat. It's working. Alright, I am closing in on it. There's my cliff, that side, and there's the tree. It's okay. I'm not quite sure what to do next. Ha! Crazy. I'm not happy with this area at all. Something's goofy here, but that's my watercolor tree. Not quite sure yet what to do. My cliff is definitely weird too, but it's cool. It's alright. I didn't mean to make it a cliff like that, but oh well, it is what it is. Solid wall of granite. There's a path next to it, and great big old tree on the path. I'll let you know when I get finished. Okay, there it is. My finished product. I am done. I can't think of anything else I want to do to it. That road was much too prominent. Now it doesn't take my eye off the tree. Got the tree done. Pretty much it. See if I can show it to you from a distance. That's it. I don't know if this will help if I do it this way or not, but I'll try it. I'm learning, you know. That's how it works. That's my painting. I honestly did not think I was going to be able to finish this. I thought I was going to throw it away, but that's proof that perseverance in art pays. Perseverance and patience. So I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it. I'm grateful I was able to do this thing. And thanks for watching my video on it. I know I didn't do a step-by-step instruction. That's coming soon, but I have been on this now for 3 straight days, pretty much. Whew. Glad I'm done, but man, I love it. All right, thanks, you guys. Appreciate everything you do for me.